I had a failure. I didn't get into the school I wanted to go to, and it was such a big deal because it was the one I wanted more than anything in the world. It was the only thing that I had been focused on for so long. All of my efforts, all of my hopes and dreams were pinned on getting accepted to this program. So when I didn't get in, I felt like a failure. I felt like there was no hope for me. And this is something that we can all relate to, right? We all have things that we put all of our hopes and dreams into, whether it be getting a job, an opportunity, a relationship, or maybe even just getting through the day. And sometimes when we don't get what we want, we feel like we are a failure. So when I didn't get into that program, I questioned my self-worth. I felt like there was no point in me continuing to live. Thankfully, I did reach out for help. I spoke to a therapist about these feelings, and she helped me to understand that one failure cannot define me as a person. One failure doesn't mean that I am a failure. It is so easy to put all of our hopes and dreams into one thing and think that that is the only thing that matters. But the truth is that we are more than one event. We are more than one setback. We all have the ability to achieve our goals and overcome obstacles. It takes resilience, determination, and hard work. But it's important to remember that one failure doesn't mean that we are failures. We can use our failures as fuel to keep us going. We can let them motivate us to work harder and try again. I know it's easier said than done, but we can choose to see our failures as a setback, not as a full stop. I remember feeling so lost and hopeless when I didn't get into that program. But with the help of a therapist, I was able to reframe my thinking and see that this was just a temporary setback, not a full stop. This helped me to move forward, and eventually I did get accepted into another program that ended up being a great experience for me. If you are struggling with a setback or a failure right now, please know that you're not alone. It's happened to me and it will happen to you. But the important thing is that we don't let it define us. We can choose to see it as a setback and use it as fuel to help us achieve our goals. I know it's not easy, but I hope my story can give you some perspective. If I can do it, so can you. So, what's one small step that you can take today to move forward towards your goals? Maybe it's talking to a friend or family member, reaching out to a mental health professional, or simply taking some time to reflect on your goals and values. Whatever it is, just take that small step. And remember, one failure doesn't define you. As a failure, I am a work in progress. There are things that I am still working on, but I'm making progress, and so are you. Just keep moving forward and don't give up on yourself. Failure is a part of the human experience. Everyone experiences failure at some point in their lives. Sometimes we feel like we have failed ourselves or others. Maybe we didn't meet someone else's expectations, or we didn't meet our own expectations. Whatever the case may be, it's important to remember that we are not our failures. When we experience failure, it can be easy to get caught up in negative thoughts and feelings. We might start to doubt ourselves and our abilities. We might feel ashamed or embarrassed. But it's important to remember that these thoughts and feelings are not facts. They are just our interpretation of what has happened. When we experience failure, we have the opportunity to learn and grow. We can use it as a stepping stone to achieve our goals. But we must first change our mindset. We have to choose to see failure as a learning opportunity rather than a setback. It can be helpful to talk to someone about how we are feeling after experiencing a failure. This could be a friend, family member, therapist, or mentor. Talking about our feelings can help us to process them and move forward. If you are struggling to cope with a failure, please know that you're not alone. Reach out for support and don't be afraid to ask for help. Remember that one failure does not define you as a person. You are more than your failures. You are strong, capable, and deserving of success. Don't give up on yourself.